Hey guys, happy Friday. I am just chilling out at home and I just thought I'd make a video with my wedding stuff. Today has just been another fun-filled Friday, getting ready for the weekend, trying to take some downtime. We were supposed to go away today like I had said, but they didn't quite pan out because we had some events in the morning that kind of demolished every plan that we had for the weekend. So but that's okay because now we're just gonna stay home. Richie's not feeling so fancy, so he's just gonna take some much needed rest and recuperation. And one of our vehicles was out of commission this morning when I went to leave the house at 5:30 in the morning. That has since been dealt with. We're waiting for that to get out of the shop, have to go pick that up. And Isaiah's just upstairs and trying to take some time for himself. He's got to log into his schoolwork shortly, and I just thought I'd make a video and show you some of my wedding stuff. I'm currently sitting in my kitchen, at my kitchen table. Candy is crying. She wants to get up and say hi to everybody. She hates being left out. Will you say hi, Candy Pants? Will you say hi? Will you say hi? She is whining. She wants to be right with me. She does not like it when I sit at the table because generally I won't let her get up near the table area on the chairs for the table. So she's just being a little fuss budget as usual. I have my candle burning. I don't know if anybody really likes the scents of the Walmart candles, but I have always preferred the Walmart candles. I believe it's Mainstay. I could be wrong. Let me look. Yep, Mainstay. And this candle is by far my favorite. It's juicy watermelon. It's summertime in a jar. This thing burns so good. It fills up the entire house. Every time the boys come home, they're like, oh my God, it smells so good in here. I usually get all of my candles from Walmart. That size right there is $3.33. How can you go wrong with something like that? It's just a great brand. They come out with some pretty cool scents and I love them. They're my favorite. And I really started to like Bath and Body Works a few years ago when I found a few on sale during the holiday season and I was able to pick some up. They really throw good scents into the house. So I'm sitting here, everybody's occupied at the moment, having some private time, laying down, relaxing, and I just thought I would organize my wedding stuff. Once again, I have, you know, I do have OCD, and so when I go through my stuff, one time it's not sufficient for me. I usually have to go through it a few times just to feel like I really got a good handle on what it is that I'm trying to organize in my mind, organize, you know, so that I can use the items. So I just dragged it all over here into the kitchen so that we can go through it together and I can show you some of the stuff that I have to put through the ambiance for the wedding date. Still working on that. You saw me make this wreath the other day and I absolutely love it. I've been struggling not to hang it on one of my doors and use it before then, but I really want it to just be special for the wedding. So I'm just holding it with the wedding stuff for now. And then this is the other wreath that I made a few days ago. And all of that stuff also came from, those felt flowers came from Walmart for $2 a package, and they came with 2 sunflowers, 2 roses, these stems, not quite sure, and 2 of the white flowers. And then I used some gems in the dollar store butterfly stickers that I found that are 3D, and also the mesh iridescent, I can't think of the word right now. You know what I mean. That covered it. That's from the dollar store, and the heart-shaped wreath is also from the dollar store. And then yesterday in the evening, I actually made this, and I didn't film it because it was so close to the other one. I made that yesterday, and I love this one. I found that ribbon at the dollar store, and I love it. It has flecks of sparkles all through it, and it's really bright and shimmery. And I only use the pink flowers. I keep calling them flowers, but you know what I mean. They're butterflies, obviously. I used the butterflies just in the pink because of the blue ribbon, so that the pink would pop, and it would just be really just such a pretty effect to it with just the pink on the blue. So I made that. All that stuff is going to go out at the wedding in different areas. And then this I had made a couple of weeks ago. I usually like to, the way that I would probably hold it is that this came off. This was honestly just a little doily, paper doily, and I thought it looked cool behind it. But it's not sticking, so I made this. And these I'm just gonna hang at different levels on tree branches, and I actually have I have a clothesline out there that the rope goes across, and I'm gonna use that to kind of do that effect of you know, staggering them. So I'm gonna use that. Sorry, I'm bending down. All this stuff is in front of me. And then these I have to fix because I made these quite a few years ago. I think I told you in my first video that I planned my wedding like 3-4 separate times, and each time there was an issue. I used a hula hoop from the dollar store, and the mesh I used around it was all from the dollar store. The flowers were all from the dollar store. Has some seashells on there because it was supposed to be for the beach wedding. So I'm actually just going to add to that and fix it so that it's not all it's kind of it's been hanging around my houses for the last 4 years at least, and so some of the flowers are coming loose. So now I have to fix it, but this one is my favorite, and this one stayed really well. I do have to tighten a few of the flowers. This is also on a hula hoop, so I'm going to use that. I love using the hula hoops for wreaths. I've actually hung them from, you know, my front doors. I've hung them in my hallways, stuff. I've made so many of them. I think I have like another 6 upstairs that I had made. So I just have to secure that a little bit more, and then I'm going to use that outside when the time comes. And I love that. Love, love, love that. Oh, and I won't show you like my personal stuff, like what we're going to wear, obviously, for the wedding. I'm going to keep that private until the day of. So that's that. And then this is something that we always say to each other. I found that at the dollar store. I love you to the moon and back. I've said that my whole life. My mother used to say that to me growing up. You know, my whole life I've always said it to Isaiah. Richie says it to both of us. We say it to him. So I love you to the moon and back is a very common thing for people to say, but we definitely have said it our whole lives. And so I found that at the dollar store and absolutely loved it. So I'm going to put that out at the wedding somewhere. I can't wait until the day where it's actually all set up, and then I can film how it came out to show you guys. And I'm probably even going to put the wedding ceremony on here and share that, because I'm an open book, honestly, and I want to share those moments. And you know, again, it's I have a guest list of 10, and it went from 105 people down to 10 because of the quarantine. So we're just rolling with it, but I want people to be there with me if they can, even through, you know, a video. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I was so excited to find these. I found these at the dollar store just the other day. They had 3 of them, so I needed to have all 3. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with them yet, especially being outside. I might actually just put them in the house to make me, you know, with the ambiance of the sunflowers in the house while I'm getting ready. And just, it's double-sided, so there's this flower on the front and then there's one on the back as well. So I got 3 of them, and these were at the dollar store and I needed to have them. And then I found this sign at the dollar store as well, walk by faith, and I will put that outside as well. We're really big into keeping the faith around here. We go through a lot of obstacles. We always have. It just seems to be the theme of things. I know it's pretty much the same for everybody. We climb those mountains really high, but tell me it's not gratifying once you fight that fight, get to the top, and you learn from it and you become a stronger and a better person. And I can say that as hard as things have been in the past, sometimes in the present, I just keep the faith, try to keep as positive as I can possibly be happy and humble and grateful, and I feel blessed every day. Not saying days aren't tough. Everybody that knows me knows that if, you know, you didn't know me and you heard about the things that I deal with on a fairly regular basis, you would say, no way, that all can't happen to one person. People say that to me all the time. But you know what? I have to keep going. I have the most wonderful husband, the most amazing son. I have a great family unit, wonderful friends, and I'm blessed. So you get through the days and you keep that smile, and you just try to meditate when you can't form the smile, right? And try to bring it down a notch and take a moment for yourself to center yourself. And then you keep on trucking. So that's what I do. And that's what I'm doing today, because this week has, you know, it's been a lot. So I found these lays are so thick and so big. The petals on them are so big. And we're not wearing these for the wedding, but I thought I could sprinkle them along the banister of my outside porch, because I'll be walking from the front porch into the backyard, and I want to decorate the front porch even though the wedding will be in the backyard. So I was gonna put these lays along the banister and open them up, or even just hang them from the posts and then tie a sunflower to each post to decorate it. So that's the intention for these. I just love them. I know that they're a really bright yellow, but it's still a yellow, and I'm all about the sunshine, so we are keeping it light and happy. And again, I think, you know, if you've already seen the video from the other day, I found these pillows. I'm gonna put them in the backyard on the chairs that we set out there on the deck that the boys made, actually on the side of the shed where my son drew the sunflower mural on the shed. And I'm gonna put these on the chairs there, indoor, outdoor pillows, and I love them. So I got that one because the sunflower was on it. And then I also got the honeybee, because Richie calls me his honeybee because of the song that we love. And then it has the really pretty stripes on the back. I almost hit myself in the face with it. So these 2 pillows on each chair. I'm gonna set that out there. And then years ago, my friend Julie and I, we went to the Christmas tree shop on one of the most fun trips ever. I don't know if anybody knows about the Christmas tree shop, but it is the place to be if you like to decorate and you have a budget. And I am in desperate need of a Christmas tree shop day with some iced coffees and my girlfriends, like ASAP, but you know, it's closed. So I'm envisioning it in my mind since I can't have it. We went on our first shopping trip together so that she could help me figure out where to start. And this was actually bought when we were doing the beach theme in Gloucester, but I'm still going to use this because this was my favorite. I love it, and it's for cards for the wedding, and it's just so pretty, and it has a cute little latch on it. It opens up. I think it was $9.99 or something like that, and so I'm still going to use that. And then I'll use it when we replan our beach wedding to renew our vows. So, and then these are just little things that I found, like this banner here. It's just, it will string across somewhere, add a little sunshine and a little festival theme, because you know I'm all about just, I don't match things. I don't have themes to things. If it's colorful, it's bright, it's happy, it's artistic, it's, you know, got flair to it, it's all me. So that's what I do. I swear to goodness, I don't know what's going on. My phone just legit kicked me off. Like it gave me the boot. It said nope. And it completely deleted for a second, but then the video showed up. Why don't I understand technology at all? And now it's not centering where I had it for some unknown reason. These are the shenanigans that we deal with. I don't know where I left off. So I'm just gonna go with, I think this is what you saw last. This is just another wreath. I just have to secure the flowers on a hula hoop from the dollar store. It's bananas every day. Every day I don't know what ends up. Even when I'm doing something I think is right, it never comes out right. I'm like, wait a minute. Did that just shut off on me? And it did. It kicked me off. It said, see ya. See you later. Anyways, these are the plates. I love the square look to plates. I think that it's just classy, and I wish I really want to find some square plates. I mean, I know that they exist, and I would like to change my actual plates in the house to square plates because I do love square plates so much. So I got white ones for the big dinner plates, even though we're just gonna have like a little something after the ceremony. I mean, it's not going to be, you know, a wedding where we're gonna be spending hours cutting the cake and all that stuff. It's going to be the ceremony. We'll spend a little time with our parents and take pictures, and then we'll wrap it up, and maybe Isaiah and Richie and I will go for a ride to the beach, because that's what we do when we want to have some time together. We just do kind of low-key stuff. So these are the cake plates. They're yellow. So those two. And then I picked up these really, really pretty bowls from the dollar store, and I got 4. I didn't really need 4, but because they were so pretty and iridescent and mermaidy, I grabbed 4. I don't need 4, but I'll figure out what I want to do with them. I have no idea now, but I know I'll at least put out one with maybe some type of dessert in it or something like that, other than the cupcakes that I'm gonna make. And then I just got these yellow little candles. They don't, nope. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, they're citronella. We're getting married in the evening, whenever that is. And that's right, I forgot what I got these from the dollar store as well. So these are citronella. We'll just put them along a couple of the tables, maybe where the food is and where we're sitting, in some lawn chairs, and keep the mosquitoes away. And then this is also something that I had found at the Dollar Tree long, long ago. I think it was like 99 cents. It's just paper, but I'm obsessed with polka dots. I have been since I was little. My mom always used to take me to this store in the mall called Spirit, and there was another store too, and everything was meant not to match. So like a polka dot shirt would go with striped pants, and that was like the set. It was just, you know, different color patterns, different patterns on the clothing, and it was meant to be like that. That's, dude, seriously, this is making me nuts. So it kicked me off again. Third time's the charm. I yelled to my son, he came down, and I had to delete a bunch of stuff off of my phone because it's saying my storage space was low, because he put me on the highest he put me on the highest HD for the videos. So that's what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this quick because I'm sick of it kicking me off, to be quite honest with you. I grabbed 3 of these sunshines from the dollar store, and I think that they are so cute, and I'll sprinkle them around because they are just adorable. I love their faces. My Auntie Julie would love these. I bet she's already seen one. I'm sure she has them all over her yard. They remind me of her. So I grabbed those, and then I got these pinwheels, which I love so much. I am obsessed with pinwheels. They were always in my yard growing up. These are big ones from the dollar store. They're yellow. I'm just planning on sprinkling them all around the yard. You know what? I'm telling you, I laugh so hard when I go back and I see what thumbnail they pick to put on the front of the video when I post it. The thumbnails make me laugh so hard. And Richie's like, well, maybe you should try to control it, and maybe you should try to just pick your own thumbnail. I think you can do that. I'm like, no. I think that it is hysterical, the crazy faces that I make, and then they pick that as my thumbnail. So I'd like to leave it alone. I think it's funny. So I grabbed these. How could I not? Sunflowers, and that fuchsia color is my favorite. So I actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these to sprinkle around the yard. I love them. They're beautiful. I can't wait to see them whipping in the wind. If everybody can do me a favor and pray hard for me that it is going to be a nice day, because listen, my heart's been broken a lot in my life, but if this day comes and we can't go outside to have a wedding, I am going to be a very sad, sad person. I hope it is a nice day, and I don't even care if the sun's out, the sun's not out, as long as it's not raining or doing something crazy. I really need that day to be like, I just need it to be a nice day so that we can be outside and we don't have to all try to smush in here and then me have to demolish my house, rearrange it, put the archway up. I can't do it. I can't do it. I will be heartbroken. So please pray for me that it is a nice day. I can't handle any more disappointments at this point. I also got these from the dollar store. There's a lot more than what we'll need, but there's always somebody that drops their cup or something like that. So got a few extras. I got these to put on the cake. These came from Walmart, and I'm just making probably like 12 cupcakes to sprinkle around that cupcake stand. So I got those. And then I got these on Easter clearance actually, and these hold anything in it, and I'm gonna put the cupcakes inside of these little baking cups. There's 12 to each package, but they were only 10 cents each, so I grabbed 2 of them because I can use them for other things if I don't use them all. This is a backdrop, and I am going to use it to put across the front of the shed. I'm not going to open up the whole thing because it's kind of a pain in the neck to hold back up and get back in that bag. But I got this for a backdrop, and I'm going to put this across the shed. It's really big. It's really long. It will cover up the whole front of the shed to give it a different look to the atmosphere. And then I'm going to put the archway that I built and decorated in front of that, and that's what we'll get married in front of. So I got that from Amazon. I think this was $10 maybe. When I looked up backdrops, it was a really good price, so I grabbed that, and it was really big. I think it was a 10 by 7, if I can remember correctly. And then I got these from Easter clearance as well. And these are flower pom-poms, and they're really pretty. They're not sunflowers, but they're white and yellow, and I'm gonna stagger those on a string. And then I found these, and I don't know quite yet what I'm gonna do with them. They're little wooden things. They were in the craft section at Walmart. They were 62 cents each. And I don't know if they're sunshine or if they're sunflowers. But either or, I picked up quite a few, 6 of them. And I am planning on sprinkling them around somewhere. I'm just not quite sure where they're gonna land. So that's pretty much it, except for my tablecloths. There's a couple of tables that are gonna be up, the silverware, all of the stuff I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I got those. The Party City was actually going out of business. Quite a few of them actually were going out of business, and everything was like 98% off when we got there. So I think that this was 2 cents, and it's a pack of 3 yellow pom-poms. So I'm gonna just stagger those around. And that's it, really. I mean, I have more stuff, but I got these from the dollar store. And these are hanging decorations. They have little gold flecks in them. And I got 3 of those. I better find enough branches to sprinkle all this stuff around on. I'll figure it out. Whatever I don't use, I know I'll use again, because I love to put on theme parties. And I love to decorate and like have a good time with it and see people enjoy themselves. I can't wait until this quarantine is over so that we can all start getting together again and having cookouts. And thank you everybody for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I've been contemplating doing this for probably the last 3 years, and then I'm like, I will feel like the biggest dork on the planet if I'm trying to figure out what to talk about. Or I mean, I know what to talk about because I'm very verbal, as you can tell, and I like to express myself, and I absolutely love my creative side, and that's like my favorite thing to do, to like relax myself. And I always knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't really know how to come off. And then I just decided the other day, you know what? How else can you come off? You got to come off who you are, like yourself. Don't try to, try to be something that you're not. People like it or leave it, and you just be you and do what you love, and maybe some people will find enjoyment in it. So that's what I'm doing, and that's it. I can't wait to show you guys the yard. I can't wait to have that day actually get here